Okay, we're almost ready for some examples, but first I'd like to address these two questions. First of all, do I always need to expand? Well, no, you don't. As you do more of these, you'll notice that there are some things that you can do to make things easier for yourself so that you don't have to do all that writing. You can kind of predict what some of the answers will be. And are there shortcuts? Sure. But I think that it's important to understand the concept before seeing the shortcuts. So what I'm hoping is that as you work on more problems, you'll discover the shortcuts on your own rather than seeing them and trying to figure out when to apply them. So let's get started. We'll take a look at 3 examples. And in each example, you are asked to simplify the expression. So working this out, this would be 5x squared y times 5x squared y times 5x squared y. And if we gather up all the like terms using any order, any grouping, we can see that there are 3 5s, 5 times 5 times 5. There's an x squared, and x squared, and a y, and a y. 5 times 5 times 5 is 5 to the 3rd power. X squared times x squared times x squared. If you were to expand that, you would have a total of 6 x's. So we don't really have to expand. We can just write x to the 6th, and then there are 3 y's. Now I would accept this answer, but you can also write 125 x to the 6th, y to the 3rd. Okay, let's take a look at the second problem. 6x times 3x squared y squared. If we were to expand this, this would be 6x times 3x squared y times 3x squared y. We can gather all of the numeric terms, the 6, the 3, and the 3. So this is 6 times 3 times 3 times x squared times x squared times y. And that simplifies to, let's see, 6 times 3 is 6 times 9, that's 54. X times x squared, that's 5 factors of x, so that's x to the 5th, times y squared. Our last example will be this one, 2x squared times 3y to the 4th. So this would be 2x times 2x times 3y times 3y times 3y times 3y. Gathering like terms using any order, any grouping. This is 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. And then there are 2 x's and then 4 y's. And this would be 2 squared times 3 to the 4th times x squared times y to the 4th. And 2 squared times 3 to the 4th is 324 x squared y to the 4th. So this should give you a couple of good examples of how to approach these problems. Note that when the numbers are large, and you can't do them in your head, you're welcome to write them either way, either as 2 squared times 3 to the 4th, or work it out as 324. Now I think you can get started on for you to try number 3.